Hi there, my friends. Welcome back to my semi-off-grid RV life in the wilderness of Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia. Today's video footage was captured over a 2-day period, Sunday and Monday, which were my days off work.
Stick stuck in there, so I got it all cleaned out, put it back, but
Still dripping?
it's running now, but it still doesn't seem
It's weird.
strong. I may have to tear that pump apart.
The ram pump, you mean? Yeah, it could be something right inside there.
So,
My family and I always have brunch in the shop on Sundays, but today we held off brunch because we have plans to enjoy a delicious fish fry with our good friend and neighbor later today. So we kept it simple for brekkie. Every single Sunday after brunch time, I hang out at the sanctuary. I call it Sanctuary Sunday. Sometimes I plan a camp out, sometimes I have a fire, sometimes I cook food, and sometimes, like today, I tidy it up. The rapids wreaked havoc down here this past month. There were logs and tree limbs washed up everywhere and rocks pushed up on the banks. I also wanted to fix our river crossing beams. Not sure how I'm going to do that yet because the beams are 1 million pounds each, but I guess I will cross that bridge when I get there. Ha ha, get it?
Hey mama, could you get up soon? I get so cold in the other room. Here I am, honey, half awake. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Morning star, clear and true. Your honesty could pierce my heart right through. Plans are paper, I'm afraid. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Hey Pepper, give us a shake in the newborn grass. You're sure to find a snake. Don't let the serpent change your pace. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. There's a dream weaver that won't let me alone, and it turns my heart into a heavy stone. Look at the maker in the face. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay.
So, my friends, I want to sneak something in here regarding my Undertaker's diaries, and this is good news. I've decided to separate the diaries from my main focus videos here on my channel, and I'll tell you why. Because Undertakers are Debbie Downers, and I know this very clearly. Here, I want to spend time with you in my paradise, highlighting the quiet and peaceful joy I have in my life now. That's what Boring Bethany is all about. Simply boring. And it uplifts me to share the beauty of this wilderness around me. Truth be told, I've been feeling the downer during my last few edits because it's a little bit triggering. It's like pulling my old life into my new life, if that makes sense, sort of mingling them together, and I just don't feel right about it. I tested the waters, I exposed my former life, I threw out some chapters and discovered that many of you have enjoyed following along. So, going forward, an Undertaker's diaries will be shared as their own video, and I will keep them 15 minutes or less. I may post one a week, or more, or less, and I will use the same thumbnail exclusive to the diaries with chapters in the title. So you can choose to watch them or not. I'm still very proud of my undertaker life, don't get me wrong. It's molded me who I am today, and I thoroughly enjoy sharing my stories, but I appreciate not everyone wants to hear about death when they're on a beautiful hike with me in nature, for example. And if anyone gets that, I certainly do. Just checking the water this morning. It's about 7 o'clock on Monday. Please be. Okay, so we're having a little bit of an issue with our water. The pump is clicking water, so it's getting water and it's pushing water through the line, and it's getting up and dripping into our holding tank, but it's not really filling up very fast. In fact, we're using more than we're filling, so we're actually going to fill up manually this morning just to top it up. That's actually not, considering what we started with around here, having this system is still really, really good. But we've been spoiled now with it, so when it's not working, it feels like a big loss. Anyway, the sun is finally shining, and it is going to be a yard work garden day. So I'm going to actually start my seeds. I've got my little greenhouses. Anyway, I got 2 of them, and there are 36 in each tray. And these are the pods. You can buy just the pods, and I probably will next year. I'll just keep these trays. But you just soak these little guys in water, the whole tray of them. You soak it in water. These things will puff up to little pods about yay big, you'll see. And you soak them, and then I take the pods out, I empty any excess water, and then I put those pods back, and that's about all you do. They're really, really easy. Instead of getting like soil and filling up the little cells, which I do have some of them somewhere, I think. I don't know actually. But I find these are much easier because you don't have to worry about a bag of soil. So in the trays, I'm going to be planting, today I'm going to do peppers and tomatoes. So I'm probably not going to use both trays right now because I'll save one for the seeds that are going down later. I might actually start some flowers, like some marigolds. So let's pull those out now. Marigolds. They're really good for the garden. They kind of help keep pests out. Tomato. So there's tomato. I need tomato, marigold, pepper. I need pepper, pepper, hot pepper, and green pepper. Thing I got was some seed potato. So there's quite a bit in there, and I see some nice healthy roots. And I have a potato bag. So we've got the big garden plot, plus I have this little garden plot kind of over here by the RV. So I'm gonna do, you know, 2 gardens, and then we have some old skids, little skids. We're gonna make like little planter boxes or little framed out areas added to the big garden down here. So we've been trimming the trees down there and the bushes. And so potatoes will go down. They like it cool. So it will be as soon as I see that it's above 0 consistently overnight. So I'll put these down when it's still cool outside, but not freezing. And also when I put potatoes down the same time, sort of onion sets. I do have onion seeds that I'm going to do, and those are like for green onions, like spring greens. But these are really good for like whole onions for storage and stuff. So they're just little guys, right? These are like little baby onions. And as these grow, like as soon as you put them in the ground and they start sprouting, you can eat it anytime. You can cut the greens down and eat the greens and then let the bulb go. I sort of do half and half. I have a row where I like to have, you know, a little bit for excess for winter storage. I'll hang them and dry them up, and then like cure them, not dry them, cure them. And then as they grow, I pull them here and there for green onions, and so we eat them at all stages. Today in the trays, I'm going to do tomato. So I've got, tomato, Roma tomato. These are good for like sauces and stuff. And this is just like a beef steak, so sandwiches and whatnot. So I've got leftover from last year. And so we got tomato, green pepper, hot pepper, marigold. I love marigold. I will pick up peas this week after work someday, probably Wednesday, because I gotta take my daughter to town for music anyway. So all that man friend trimmed all in there, so I'm gonna pull some of that out. He's gonna cut more of this. It's all rose bushes. We're overloaded in there, so, but it looks really nice cleaned out. We thought we'll add planter boxes kind of in there and all along and around there, so we'll just extend the garden out a bit. This should be almost full. Why is it taking so long? Everything's taking so long. That's why. Oh my goodness. Always got to check things or it just isn't working properly. This water has kind of been not stressing us out, but bugging us, you know. So yeah, we thought some planter boxes in here because it gets like full sun all day. That sun will go around like so. It shines in here all day long. Some planter boxes in here. Some more kind of over here. Garlic is still growing even with all that snow and stuff. To be honest, garlic and like early spring crops, they quite like that little bit of a dusting of snow. It's almost like a boost of energy for them. In case you didn't know, it's almost like a really good healthy rain. So Yeah, and then I got to figure out what I'm going to plant and where. Everything's got to be in a certain spot. Companion planting. We're not sure why the water isn't flowing as fast. Manfred thinks it might have something to do with it being a little plugged up on the inside of the ram pump. So we've checked all the lines. Everything's cleared, so it's got to be the pump. This driveway never gets easier. Tear apart that water pump. Hi, Dink. See a bunny out there? A little moment of peace with a fresh coffee is so good for the soul. Such a nice day, and the sun kissed my cheeks like a long-lost friend. I still had a handful of things I wanted to do, like clean the shop, so I didn't break for long. Then after that, I took the broom and swept the walks and steps outside. Since we skipped brunch on Sunday morning, we decided to make it for dinner on Monday. Good old breakfast for dinner, one of our faves. And I know I was going to give you a proper rundown of the changes in the shop, but we have a little more to do before I can show you. So I offer up just a boring peek at it here. I love the feeling of a quiet, calm evening after a busy and productive day around the homestead. Normally after dinner I take my evening hike, but I still have a couple things left on my checklist to do for today, so I chose to close out the day at home. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you with all my heart. All the laundry's done. I just brought down all the rags, towels, placemats from the dining room. So one last little load to do today. Water's working out really well. And after I bring up all the laundry, I'm having a hot shower, and while I'm in there, I'm going to clean the shower. It's always easier to clean it when you're in it. Here we have some yucky weather coming the next 2 days, so my day off today is over, almost, and tomorrow back to grooming for the week.